How about that as a background? Bright and sunny. If you guys have noticed already, then there need not be any introduction to what today's video is going to be all about. This is the new handguards on the bike. This is a Buckbuster Storm, and the Storm is something that I wanted on the 411, but then back then it wasn't available, so I got myself the VPS. The VPS is a double-layered handguard, more like a wind deflector of sorts on top, and the bush guard at the bottom. They both kind of act the same way. So yeah, I got the Buckbuster Storm for this fella. A little bit of waiting for it is because it wasn't available when I was looking for it, and then all of a sudden it was just it was there everywhere. I will definitely attach a link for you fellas. Filth all over, I can't help it. Welcome to India. Any part and every part, as long as it is accessible to the public, this is going to be the case. You will find filth just about anywhere and everywhere. And good that people don't like wandering into all of this because of fear of snakes and fear of all kinds of things. So the dirtied bits are only till here. Otherwise, if people were a little more courageous, like the enthusiasts, then you would find this whole area filthy. Just saying. Anyways, coming back to the topic. So Buckbuster Storms, and these bloody things, they just completely transform the look of the motorcycle. If you see, they just are so much in sync with the rest of the bike in terms of lines, and that's exactly why I got these particular models. I did not want to get the VPS. I already had the VPS. I put the VPS on the bike and gave it a try, but somehow the lines of the VPS is so much more in sync with the 411 than the Sherpa. The Sherpa deserved something which was curvy and nice. And yeah, if Buckbuster had a color that suited the tank, I would have gotten it. But then again, I don't like handguards that stick out. There are people who love handguards that stick out in terms of color. They go for a contrast. I'm somebody who would have always gone for black, and so thank God that there wasn't a color that matched the tank. It was an easier decision to make. Now, the most interesting part of this video is how much does this work out to? A dedicated Buckbuster handguard, that is the metal spine and the plastics, they work out to about 12,000 rupees for the Sherpa. And what I have here is a metal spine that's about 1,500 rupees from Amazon. And this bloody thing has seen it all, fellas. This is not new. This is powder coated black. Sandeep did it for me. In fact, the fellows who do Royal Enfield powder coating did it for Sandeep, and he got this done. So a vendor in Chennai who does powder coating for Royal Enfield is the fellow who made this beautiful spine. Looks so nice. You can just look at that. So it's powder coated black, and 1,500 rupees from Amazon without any worries. I've been using them on Ben for years, and they've taken all kind of beating. They at best only bend, they don't break. And the handguards came to about 4,800 rupees, 4,800 rupees for the handguards, and 1,500 for the spine. So that would make it 48, 58, 63, 6,300 rupees. That's exactly half the price that I have paid to get this decent piece of kit. And I am not exaggerating. This has taken at least 50 falls. These metal spines, they've taken 50 falls and they've stayed put. I had the VPS handguard with these spines on Ben, my 411, and they have taken it all. They've taken it all. They have not cracked. They've only bent here and there, and I can rebend them. I can bend it back to shape. So these are very nice, pliable, malleable metal spine that will almost always end up saving your lever, so you don't have to worry about that. And these plastic guards, only because they suit the bike's lines, I got them for 4,800. Otherwise I wouldn't have spent so much money on a plastic guard. I would have definitely gotten something cheaper. Amazon doesn't have a replica of this. If they had, I would have 100% gotten a replicas, because there's no point in getting expensive plastic, especially when you're going to be using it to bang onto things. So a lot of bushes later, this is definitely going to look all withered and smashed, and you should be able to swap it out as and when you can. And So is it justified that I spend so much money? I don't know. But yeah, looks the part. Looks so much in sync with the lines of the motorcycle. If you guys can see, just look at this. That's exactly what you want. That's the most elegant design, keeping in mind the tank, the lines of the bike. Another thing about the Storm is the Storm comes up till over here, till about over here. Most handguards end here, whereas the Storm comes up till here. And that would definitely help in colder regions. In colder riding conditions, your hand is completely protected. If you guys can see, this whole damn thing is protected. So you have wind not hitting till here, and that's a beautiful sign. If you really if you take the bike to colder regions, you can ride more comfortably. So being in South India, Ooty, Kodaikanal, you can be on the go for longer periods because this handguard will take care of the cold part, the cold weather. And if it's a rainy day, you definitely have this protecting your hands. No doubts about it. So the cold weather will not get to your fingers and start freezing you to death. So yeah, just saying, worked out well for me. If this helped in any which way for you to decide on what handguards to go for to make your bike look amazing, then so be it. Ben signing out for now. We'll come back with another one. Ciao.